Hello everyone. I'm going to do a unboxing, I would say. Something that I've ordered and things that I've been wanting to get that I haven't got up until now. So in this video, I want to do an update on my health, on where is that at, and things to look out for yourself, okay? So I want to try to make this video as short as possible, but you know, Love Lady can get long-winded. Although I'm still not totally comfortable with the camera, but I'll do my best on explaining to you everything. So first we're gonna do some unboxing, and then from time to time we'll talk about what's going on with me, okay? So the first thing I'm going to show you that I'm not going to unbox because most of you guys already have one. And I know what it is, you know what it is, so when you see it. So, the first thing I want to talk about, I got me a Presto pressure canner. And like I said, I was able to get one. And they only had like 3 in stock. I ordered it. It was only available for pickup. So I was able to order it online from Walmart. And I was able to pick it up the next day because I ordered it after 4 o'clock. If I would have ordered it before 4, I could have picked it up the same day. But I'm okay. I waited and I waited and I waited. And I got the regular price, the $79 price. So I'm glad I didn't jump the gun and spend $100 and something or $200 and some dollars on a pressure canner. I was able to get the 16 quart. That's well enough for me. I don't want anything too big that won't fit on my stove because I also have a vent hood. And I see a lot of people run into issues with that. So I didn't want to face that same issue. And because I have a flat top stove, I wanted to make sure I got the one that said it was okay. So that was number 1. Number 2, I have to do a total unboxing because I ordered a few things and I don't know which one came or if all of them came, if they put it in one box. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to bring the camera down. Hopefully you can see me do the unboxing, so stay tuned. So I hope this is at a good level, and I'm gonna get the box and we're gonna start opening. So of course I went to our favorite store online and I ordered some things. So as I open this box up, we'll talk about my health issues. So for some of you guys know that some kind of way COVID found me, and I'm blessed to say, number 1, I am feeling better, and I want to say that evidently, and I'm very thankful that I only had a mild case of COVID. I say mild because I only had, my symptoms were very unusual because I thought that it was just my allergies. For those that know, I do that a lot, or you know, my allergies have been bothering me for over a year, and I just thought that was what was going on. But what made me get tested? Number 1, those that know I work in education, and I'm back on campus. Although my class is remote, I don't have any students in the class with me and the teacher that I assist. But from time to time, I have to go and help out in other classes that have kids. so the teachers can actually take their lunch. And so that's the only time I'm around anyone that doesn't have a face mask, I would say. The staff is doing very, very well on we were wearing our face masks. The twins go to the school that I attend, and I assure you that they keep their masks on. They're doing very well with that. You know, it's really hard because they're little. So, some kind of way, COVID found me and the little twin, and I call it the little twin, but that's Chicalana. My house was tested as far as my husband, because it's only me and my husband, and he came out negative. He took 2 tests. The twins' house was tested. Her mom and her twin sister tested negative as well, and they took 2 tests. Some kind of way, me and the little twin got it. But she had a little cough, little congestion, and I have the sniffles, the sneezing, headaches, and I was fatigued, I would say. But I went to the doctor to find out why my ear had a little tickle in it. And as parents or as a person, a grown-up, you kind of know when you're finna get an earache. And it felt like the onset of an earache. So it kind of threw me for a loop. And I'll be right back, and I'll let you know what happened. So, as we unbox, I have a vacuum sealer. And, of course, I've never used one. And I kept saying I wanted to be able to seal my fruits and vegetables so they can last longer. And those, of you know that I'm still learning how to can. I think I got the water bath canning. I feel comfortable with that. So I knew I wanted to dip my hands into the pressure canning. So I finally was able to pick that up. And I kept saying every time I go to Walmart and I see the vacuum sealers, it's, oh, I want one. But of course, what I'm willing to pay for one, for what I'm going to do with it, was the big thing. I'm always about doing things on a budget. So, I actually have this vacuum sealer. And I probably won't be using it today. But I did want to... It's wrapped up pretty good, I can tell you that. So what I'm going to do, instead of taking like all the compartments out, I'm just going to pretty much, I'll do that on another video. Because this was more about just opening up, unboxing, let you know what I did get. So this was the Believe vacuum sealer. I can't remember right off the bat how much I paid for it. It wasn't that expensive. Again, I got it off of Amazon. And then I got some extra rollers, some extra sealer, vacuum seal rollers. So I can have enough to roll. I don't want to run out, get into the groove of sealing stuff, and I only have what came with the machine, because they do give you a few, I think, with the machine that you purchase. So that's what I got. I do have some other stuff that's coming in, and that's going to be a whole total new video. I promise you that. I might make that tomorrow. If not, it will be sometime Monday. But what I did want to continue to discuss with you guys is that when I went to the doctor, because my ear was kind of had a little twinge to it, and I kept telling my teacher, I'm like, oh, my ear kind of hurt. But at the same time, during that process, I started kind of saying like, oh, why am I so tired? But the ear twinging started like that Friday that I can remember. And I said, well, if it don't feel better over the weekend, that was the weekend I went fishing. It was already kind of messing with me then. But that's why I definitely had my mask on while we was fishing, because it's easy for me to get strep or earache because of my allergies and just my immune system. But it wasn't cold outside. It had a little breeze, but it was pretty good. And we wasn't just under each other, in exception of the one time that, well, 2 times that my coworker was helping me learn how to cast. But come Monday, I knew I had an appointment for my eyes, and that was a whole different test procedure. But it wasn't really hurting then. It's kind of like it was having its days, but at night when I get ready to lay down, it felt like I couldn't really lay on that side that much. I was like, oh, okay. It haven't went away. So that Tuesday, I was telling my teacher, it's like, oh, this ear is still bothering me. She said, you haven't went to the doctor yet? I'm like, no. I said, well, I forgot. I'm going to call and set an appointment. Well, I didn't do that Tuesday. So Wednesday, I get to school, and I was telling her how I slept, after I left the doctor's office that Monday. And she was like, you need to go get your ears checked, because me thinking it's just my allergies. So anyway, they didn't have an appointment for me Wednesday, but they did that Thursday. And I went to the doctor after work that Thursday, and she checked everything, my sinuses, and she looked at my ears. She said, everything looked pretty good. I could see a little drainage, related to your sinus. And she looked at my throat, and she said, pretty much the same thing. Everything looked, pretty good. You have a little drainage back there. And of course, she proceeded to ask me what type of sinus medicine, allergy medicine I was on. So I explained it to her. So she made sure I had, my extra medicine, my Buterol, and she prescribed me some more medicine. And she proceeded to say, hey, well, everything looks pretty good. These medicines should help you a lot. And she said, I don't see a reason for it to be anything else. She said, maybe, she said she knew allergies was going around really bad. So she figured the medicine that she prescribed to me would help me out. And then she said, well, we are doing COVID tests. She said, I don't see a reason that you need to take one. It's pretty clear as your allergy. She said, but if you would like to take one, we can take one. She said, but I don't feel like it's necessary. Well, I'm here already. So I'm like, you know what? Just take it. Because what else? It means either going to tell me yay or nay. I'm around kids. I'm around other people now since we're back at school. And I just wanted to rule everything out. Went home because everything was done. I did the test. And I guess they have the rapid one because they took the test at 4:12. And at 4:32, I get a phone call. And the doctor herself called me, and she said, asked for me, and I told her, I was on the phone, and she said, well, I have to inform you that your COVID test came back positive. Guys, when I tell you my heart dropped, it dropped, and I'm like, what? Like, where'd this come from? So I was nervous. And I was scared because I know I have a bad immune system from previous. So it was a scary thing. So the first thing I could think of was call my principal, call the twins' mom, call my husband, tell him to get home, go get a test, da-da-da-da. Everybody jumped and they went and got tested. And it took the twins test thing like to that Saturday. And only the one came back positive. Everybody else just came back negative, and they went and took another one where I went, and it came back negative. And the twins' mom went and took a third one, when I took a second one, and she came back negative. So we're all still like, where could we have gotten this from? And it have to be someone that me and the twin is mutually around. So, that, or it's someone that I was around that gave it to me, and then maybe I passed it to the twin. I don't know. But everyone that, I spoken with was like, my test came back negative. My test came back negative. And it's like, something ain't right, because I just know this virus and say, we're going to skip all these people and just pick you two. Somebody's not being truthful. But it's okay, at the end of the day, what can I do? So, only thing I can do at this point is to try to get well from it, and the twin get well from it. I will say my husband was very, very, supportive. He was taking care of me very well. He would let me do nothing, of course. And of course, when you're in this situation, you're on lockdown. You can't do nothing. I was able to get out, for those that have seen, at least to get some fresh air. So if I'm going to get a little fresh air, in my area, in my home, I went to check on my garden. And back in the house. For the first couple of days, I just slept. I was just still tired. They didn't give me any medicine. It wasn't anything that they can really give me. I had to just self-quarantine and just, not be around anyone. And so the trooper my husband is, he just immediately started sanitizing down everything in the house. He confined me pretty much to my room. Luckily, we have a bathroom in there. I couldn't go in the kitchen. I couldn't cook. I couldn't do anything. And yeah, so here I am. The wind is still blowing. I get nervous because it doesn't take nothing already for my allergies to trigger. And I'm asthmatic as well. So the change of the weather will get me sniffling. So it makes me nervous because in order to return back to work, you cannot have any symptoms. And as well as the first time when I took the test, everything just still felt like allergies. And according to the CDC and doctors, you don't have to be retested. Once you go through your quarantine period, they consider you non-contagious anymore. So, I will be going back to work when it's time. I only had a lingering headache. I sneezed once yesterday and my head was hurting earlier. Took an aspirin and I've been feeling okay. Other than the occasional sniffle, I feel great. I still take my time and try not to overdo anything because I haven't really had any major issues as far as breathing. So, yeah, your girl had COVID or tested positive. So, and it's unknown where I got it from. Everybody else around me saying they don't have it. So maybe it's one of those things where COVID just going to affect those that they have weak immune system is in the air. Maybe that's how it's going. I really don't know. I can't not tell you how I got it. What I can say is I'm blessed to have only the symptoms that I've had, and the twin only the symptoms that she had. And we didn't, and hopefully we don't re-trigger, because we've heard of the long haulers, those that have COVID, contracted it twice. The government saying that there's no such thing. Technically, there's no evidence saying you can get it again. I do believe when other people say that they contracted again. A test is a test. If they retest it after supposed to be negative and they become positive again, then they got it again. So hopefully that do not be me. But you guys, be aware of your surroundings. You know, I don't socialize a lot outside of my garden and my family. This is the most socializing I have done since we've been back to school, outside of me going fishing with coworkers, and we was not like hugged up against each other. Fishing is one of those sports or things that they say you can do recreational, you know, during this crisis. So I didn't feel like it was a big issue. So just keep praying for me that I continuously to do better. I hope when it's time for me to return back to school that I'm able to do so without anything kind of relapsing on me or getting worse. I never contracted a fever, never lost my smell or taste. I've been eating up everything. So it is what it is. Twin been eating up everything. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed my update, my unboxing. And just, you know, again, it's more to come to this this update, and you're gonna stay tuned for that. So yes, your girl got more info I gotta share with y'all. But anyway, you guys have a good day. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. If you know anyone that had COVID and you know a little of their experience, you know, leave it in a comment if it's not too much for you to share. And what do you think about this COVID thing and where it's going? Do you think it's going to get worse? Do you think it's going to get better? What are you thinking about getting a flu shot or a pneumonia shot? Because mind you, I have both. I had both. And this here came. Now, I've been getting the flu shot. I've never had the flu from it. That's why it surprised me when I got the flu this summer. So, but as well as, what do you think about my new stuff? Have you ever, if you have a vacuum sealer, how do you like yours? And tell me what's the best thing that you like about it, or what's the worst thing that you like about it. Until then, Love Ladies out. Anything Love Ladies do, she's do with love. Have a great day, guys.